What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig, and let's get into the charts. I have some important stuff to go over. Make sure you stick around for the whole video. Before we begin, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. Let's get at least 1,000 likes on this video. Get this video pushed out there. People need to see this. I do think we are witnessing the biggest money grab in history. I talk about this all the time, meaning they are going to flush the markets. The dollar is going to continue to rise. Once the markets bottom, they will take their money back out of the dollar, go into the low price stocks with the high value dollar, and ride it up for decades. Be careful here. I don't think it's going to shoot straight to the moon even when everything bottoms. So just pay attention, guys. We're going to go over a few things. I'm going to show you a video I made on March 24th. 2021, where I talked about the wick-off distribution and why I think we could be seeing the same thing right now, possibly. But we'll also go into the smaller time frames and show you it's possible we continue straight down from here. I'm going to show you what to watch for. Make sure you watch the whole video. We're going to also look at the 10-year bond, the yield, 10-year yield. I'm going to show you a chart I made a year ago just to kind of show you how you can see all this stuff coming before the news comes out and all that stuff. As you guys know, I think news is noise. News is put out by the people pretty much controlling the markets to make an excuse of why the markets move, right? We've talked about this. You can agree with it, disagree. It doesn't matter. It's worked for me. I've became financially free by using these methods. So definitely stick around for the whole video and let's see what's going on. We're going to take a look at the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P. S&P is the most important one to watch right now as to what's going on, in my opinion. So you're going to want to see that. We're watching a very important level. Everything has broken its support except for S&P. And I believe once S&P breaks its support, that's when it really begins. So let's get into it. So the DXY, as you guys know, I'm super bullish on the DXY. We've broken past our trend line right here at the 106.86. Now, if we stay below here and open and close the next daily candle, which would be tomorrow, under this 106.86, then we possibly could be correcting for the DXY, which will let the markets pump a little bit. That's why it happens. So let's take a look at what's going on. All right, right now we're correcting in the DXY, but it does look like we're gonna have another push up. We may correct back down to the 106.42, which is the 8 EMA, and then we also have our lower EMAs here. The lowest I think this is going to go as possible is around the 105 range. We've talked about this, and that's just the 0.382 fib from up here, right? So that 105, if we do have a big correction in the DXY, that's what I'd be looking for, and that would say the markets continue up temporarily, not going to the moon. All right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ, like I said, we were in this rising channel, right? I have lower targets down here for the NASDAQ that I believe we are definitely going to hit. My opinion, of course, if the high is broken here, we'll have to reevaluate. But so far, we've broken down from here, came up, retested it for resistance, got rejected. Now let's put it up to, so this is 14,991-ish is where, if we do have a pump, that's where I see the NASDAQ going before continuing down towards our targets. Let's look at the S&P. This is, first we're going to take a look at the Dow, then we'll take a look at the S&P. As you know, the Dow broke its support right here, right? Told you to watch for a bounce at the 0.382 fib at 32,991. That's exactly where we're at now. So if we do get a little push up, we could go as high as 34.24, right, over the next few days. But once we open and close a daily candle above or below this 32,991, then we continue to the downside in a big way. As you guys know, this is my targets down here. So let's say we get a big, massive rally in the Dow. How high could that get us? Let me show you the price level to watch for a major rejection, right? So around the 34.7. But mind you, any pump we get in the next few days, this week, whatever, is going to be temporary if we get a pump. And again, we're going to take a look at the Bitcoin smaller time frames and show you why I believe we could be done here. So stick around. S&P, this is the area we're watching. We broke it yesterday, right? But we closed right on the trend line, and this is just another one. But remember, I believe when the S&P breaks this and opens and closes dailies below this bottom trend line, which is now currently right around 42, let's see. It's actually around 42.36. I believe that's when the big market dump will really start to pick up and continue to the downside in a big way. As you guys know, best case scenario target for this is around 37.35. Now we could put the fibs on here, right? I think I may have already done it, but let me just throw some new fibs on and just give you a ABC correction target, right? If we throw our fib from the top here down to the bottom, looking at this as a ABC, right? And bring it back up to the top. The one-to-one extension would be around 32.93. So that is the best case in my scenario where we get a pump up. But remember, we have this long trend line on everything, the Dow, NASDAQ, S&P, and the S&P is showing around 27.18. If it breaks below that, whoo, it's going to be ugly. So this is the 10-year bonds, right? The yield. This chart is from a year ago before we broke this trend line back in the summer of 22. I had put this target. I do believe we are going to see it around the 7% range on this chart. Could go a lot higher, but this is my target, and this is just a target from this rising broadening wedge. Do you see how these charts can give you in advance where the markets are headed if done properly? I do believe we are going to be heading up to these ranges, and as I've said, I believe the U.S. mortgage rate for housing, right, for somebody to go out and get a house, I don't believe the bottom is going to be in until we're well above 10%, and we're pretty close to 8% right now, but I believe we'll be well above 10% when this market is done going to the downside. Again, you can agree with me if you want. You can disagree. It doesn't matter to me. Like I said, I have grown financially free by using these methods in the markets. You can leave. You can check my links down below. If you guys are interested in trading, you can trade all the markets on Prime XBT. Definitely my favorite exchange. They don't trade against you. They are an A-book exchange, not a B-book exchange. So they're not trading their crypto against their customers like 99.999% of the other ones. It's a lot safer. You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and throw this out there. Check out Prime XBT. We'll get into the rest of the video here in a minute. Word from the sponsor.
Begin your path to financial freedom. Gain up to a $7,000 bonus on us. Register and use promo code. Deposit and enjoy a 7% bonus. Available now. Link.
All right, guys. And you can use my promo code SAVVY50. That'll get you up to a $7,000 bonus. Savvy25 gets you 25% off of your fees. By using my link down below, you will get those bonuses after you add in the promo code. So let's get into it. Here is the video that I wanted to show you guys. This is from March 24th, 2021. You can see we were looking at the Wyckoff distribution, and we were looking for around the 64,000 back in 2021. And when we made this video, we were way down here, right? You can see. I'll pick a random comment from a random video throughout the week. So let's look at the distribution schematic. I was looking for the 64 distribution. This is the number 1 schematic. Okay, so we called that way, way, way ahead of time, like literally over a month before that hit, right? Now let's take a look at what's going on now. Actually, I thought I had put this chart up here. Let me see. That's not it. No, maybe I didn't. Oh yeah, there it is. So when I made that call, it was right back here, and you can see, just like in the pattern, we went to another high right around that 64 to 65K that I talked about in that video. And this was April 21st. This was March 24th when I made March, April. So about a month prior, we knew this was going here, and we knew it was going way to the downside. As a matter of fact, in that video, I talked about 29,000, and that's where we went. So where we're at right now, this looks like the same type pattern, guys. Distribution schematic 1. Let me pull that up. Oh, I don't have it up. Dang it. But anyways, same thing. Now, if this was to happen, that would mean the markets are probably going to get another little pump and we go up, just break this high. So maybe 32,000, 33,000. If it was to play out this way, there's also this schematic, which I showed in that video back then. We could be topped out here or get back up to around this $30,000 range before rejected. Either way, this is bearish in the macro, right? So let's take a look at why I believe we could be done pumping here and going to the downside. So as you can see here, we had our double highs, and then we have this trend line where we broke, right? We came back up for our wave 2, which I believe is wave 2 here, wave 3, wave 4, and then we got wave 5 coming down to lower lows. As you can see, let's zoom in here. You can see the hidden bearish divergence, right? Hidden divergence is a continuation of the trend. So if you are in an uptrend and you see hidden bullish divergence, it is a continuation of the upside. In a downtrend, when you see hidden bearish divergence, it's a continuation of the downtrend, right? You can see right here, let's look at these highs. So from this high to this high, we had lower highs. In the RSI, we had higher highs. Boom. Look how fast this came down. I believe we're going to see the same type thing here, guys. Be cautious. But you can see it came up, did not hit the trend line. It might get a little loud here, guys. The landscaping company is out there doing stuff, so I apologize if you can hear it. But anyways, we did not come back up to test this trend before coming down. And right now, we are in the same type deal, guys. And if we look, right, lower highs, higher highs in the RSI, hidden bearish divergence. I do believe this thing could be done here and come down hard in a big way. Now, when does this validate? Well, if we break this trend line, then this wouldn't be a fractal, right? So this trend line currently is around 30,600-ish, right? Not exact, but in that area. We break above that, then this fractal is invalidated. Now let's take a look at, here's the count I gave you guys yesterday as a possibility of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 count, getting us down to much lower lows. Possibly, you guys know, I think the bottom is going to be somewhere between 35,000 and 9,700. I've been saying that since December 2nd, 2021, when I told you guys the top was in, we're headed down in a big way. And then I even said, we'll get a false bottom first. And you know what? In tomorrow's video, I'm going to go over all that bubble pop, false bottom stuff. I was going to do it today, but I really wanted to show you guys how important the S&P range is right now. But this third wave would get us down to approximately 17,377. Now remember, this isn't saying that this is the end of, of the world and Bitcoin's never coming back. I'm trying to show you guys that I think, in my opinion, not financial advice, the biggest opportunity of our lifetime is coming in all markets. That means there's going to be a macro bottom. It's not going to shoot to the moon like everyone expects, right? I do not think that. I think it's going to be like the Great Depression where you had a huge crash, and it took like 45 years to get to its new all-time high, right? It was a long, slow grind, but them people that got in at the bottom, they rode up and they made money forever. That's what I think's coming, guys. Let me know in the comments, do you think we're going to see something like the Great Depression? I certainly do. Let's look at BNB. So BNB, guys, this is the area we're watching. Once we break that 202, I'm looking for 153. After that 153, bam, I see 69. If 69 doesn't hold, Binance is done, in my opinion. XRP, just a pump and dump coin, guys. Told you we would not open or close a weekly above this white trend line. This is the weekly chart. Sure enough, we did not. We got rejected exactly as expected. Best case scenario for XRP, in my opinion, is 25 cents. See it possibly as low as 4 cents. If we get down to the 4 cents, it's probably dead. Of course, shitcoins still bounce around, so you can still always trade them, right? But look at this thing. Hype, crash, hype, crash, hype, crash. Let me show you the DXY if I have that up here. Yeah, here it is. So this is what I wanted to show you guys. This is what I believe's coming right here. Just like this, Great Depression. Do you see this crash? Do you see the size of that, right? And you would think, oh, wow, once I hit bottom, it skyrocketed. Well, here's why I don't believe in dollar cost averaging at this time, right? You could have dollar cost averaged all the way down here. And let's say your average was right in here, right? Look how long it took to recover, guys. Just to get a 50% recovery took from 1929 to 1950. That would be 21 years, guys. But if you bought in at the bottom, if you got in at the bottom of this market, you did awesome for the rest of your life, right? This is what I think's coming. Let me know in the comments. Do you believe we're going to see a crash like this? Or do you think it's impossible, like a lot of people say? Guys, there's a lot going on. I believe there will be some huge excuse as to why this happened. That's just how it works, man. So thanks for watching. Don't forget, check out the links down below, the free Discord, my Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter. All the links are down below. I'll also leave them in a pinned comment. Check out these videos above, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy, guys. Have an awesome day.